team up.
Here we go.
Yeah, we're back. Our sensational side segment continues, but this week we're calling on family members to come in and give us their favorite Thanksgiving Day side recipe, and we start appropriately with Saint Sue, also known as Betsy's mother. We call her Saint because you've lived with Tim all these years.
Just 55.
She is a saint. She puts up with a lot.
Tim, we love you. You know
and this is truly like the thing my family will fight over. She will double and sometimes triple this recipe, and we will eat it as much as possible throughout the rest of the week. I can't
Betsy
get enough
does
of
love it. She raves about it. So take us through it.
Yeah.
Well, just the breadcrumbs.
Cheapest white bread you can find. Cut it up, dry it out for how long?
Oh, I just put it up and I just keep mixing it up and it dries like in a day.
So a day, okay.
Yeah.
What was that, a dash of?
That was
Good old-fashioned poultry
more than a
seasoning.
dash.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Now this is about a cup of celery and a half to 3/4 cup of a sweet onion.
Oh, nice.
Here's the facts. Mom doesn't measure anything, so
Well,
she's
does it by
stealing.
look.
She's stealing from the stuffing we had last week because that lady actually put measurements. So my mom's
Oh,
like,
Ginger,
well.
thank you, because I've never had the quantity. And,
So
and
she's like just.
I went back and watched the segment, and so that's what I
A little bit of
figured.
salt, a little bit of pepper.
Yep.
Now, I used the low sodium.
What is that? We just dumped
Chicken
in there?
broth.
That's
It's coming.
eggs.
That's the eggs.
Oh, the eggs. Okay.
2 eggs.
And then, do you want me to do this part?
Yes, and then I'll mix it.
So this is just chicken broth, and we
You put the whole thing in there,
No,
Belle?
no.
a little bit at a time.
I don't know.
Okay, that's good. And then, usually this is my job, the stirring.
You mix it.
Yes, and you just keep adding until it's moistened thoroughly throughout, right?
Yes. The oven goes at 325, 40 to 45 minutes. You cover it, and easy, girl.
Hey.
Well, you're going to use the whole thing.
So one
by the time
year,
it's all said and done.
one year we did actually over soak
Oh, it just-
the bread.
Oh, you did?
And we had to we baked it and it never set. So then we took it out, we spread it out on a cookie sheet and like tried to toast it. We're trying to rescue the stuffing.
It was.
So that's the one mistake you can make, is
Mom,
adding too much
She
chicken
was
broth.
super mad at
I
me
was.
for that.
Well,
so.
no, it wasn't your fault. You didn't do it.
Now, have you prepared the pan with anything before
Just sprayed it with some.
Sprayed it.
you anti-stick?
Yes, yes, because it's
Very good.
bread
And this
and
is about
eggs.
the time we start popping the cubes in our mouth, even though there's raw eggs
Raw
in there. But
eggs.
that's
Yeah,
okay.
you shouldn't. You could get a lot of infection and all that stuff, right, Bets?
In all these years, it's never happened.
It's never
so
happened,
I'm
yeah.
not gonna worry about it.
I know my mom always told me, don't eat the raw cookie dough because you're going to get painfully sick, and it's never happened.
Yeah.
Not to say that it
I'll
can't.
take my chances.
Yeah,
Roll the
cookie
dice.
dough is so good. Give me it.
There it is. All right, so
right.
she just spreads it out.
Yep.
Just top it loosely with foil.
Now, will one of these get the Kling family through Thanksgiving? Or do you need
That
two of these?
size, this is
I've
what
got
I
a-
eat.
I've got a pan that's about this much bigger. Yeah,
So it's a little bit bigger
yes,
than that.
it's a.
Okay, now this
restaurant
is
style.
the finished product,
the
right?
finished product.
I think there's some forks down here.
I put some on the countertop, right up top, right,
there.
at, right
Oh,
at
you
your
did?
head.
Right there.
Right there.
Oh, wonderful.
There you go.
Okay.
That's a fork for you.
I can't wait to try
So I
this.
have to show off too, in that camera that is on the air right now, the recipe card. So this is, when I say it's my family's recipe, this is truly the family recipe. Look at this. This thing is so
How old do
beat.
we think that is?
Well, my mother wrote the additional note in
Right here.
'83.
Eggs to
So-
Susie, love Ma, and that was in 83.
'83, so it's
And- but,
40 years
I mean, you
old
can
tomorrow.
see how this is, and it's like, there's no measurements anywhere.
No.
It's just throw this stuff on the bread and let her rip.
I think my sister wrote this out the first year I had to
Yeah.
do turkey. And
So there's a couple optional things, and you know, you
Yeah.
do you on the stuffing. Wine, sometimes people will put
really?
in.
mushrooms.
Giblets.
I'd love to have some mushrooms. but
Mushrooms.
Nobody in my family
We had
eats
our
them.
fancy chef last week had foie gras.
I'm anti-mushrooms too.
Yeah.
Oh,
Bet you're not going to eat some?
What do you think? It's so good, right? It's not anything overly fancy.
It's so simple, I think I could do it.
It's a staple. It's so good. And should we talk about the turkey, Mom, since we
this-
showed it?
This is our centerpiece. They show all these tables with the most beautiful settings and everything. We don't have room for that.
I made it in kindergarten. It's on the table every year.
I
How about
knew it.
that?
kindergarten.
What's
What's now is next.
coming up now.
I knew you made that.
Woo! Yeah, it's kindergarten.